Hi all, it's mid-October 2020. We've entered a rather difficult period at the moment. Back in March, mid-March, we entered into the lockdown, certainly here in Europe, and summer looked a little bit better. Times are getting a bit harder at the moment. So I thought I would remind you of a CD that we made way back in March, April and into May. It's called the Lockdown Sessions. It's a double CD. And we produced it in the first lockdown. When I say first, hopefully there will not be a second. Looking a bit tricky at the moment. And this CD came out, I think, in June. Yeah, it came out in June. And it has done very, very well since then. It won Album of the Year in the UK. It has sold well. There are some copies left. There aren't that many left. You can contact me at Wade at Posteo, posteo.de to get a copy, or directly from Bear Family. They have some copies as well. And yeah, there are 32 musicians on here, and all of the money is going, actually pretty much as I speak, is going to the musicians, especially now at the moment, as the night's pulling in, it's getting a bit grimmer. The money is well appreciated. So if you wish to pick up a copy again, please do. 32 musicians are on here from Germany, let me have a quick think, Finland, France, Spain, the UK, who else have I forgotten? Italy, the US, maybe I've forgotten someone. So 8 different countries anyway, 30 musicians. And it was all filmed in lockdown. You've got, let me show you briefly, it looks like this, obviously front, back, 2 CDs in here, and a booklet which contains information on all of the musicians, lots of details, exactly who is on what track, tells you about the 25 tracks on here. And today I would like to introduce to you, because my good friend Micha Maas in Berlin did this with one of the tracks the other day, and I thought it was a great idea. And I would show you the making of one of the tracks. And there is a track number 4 on the second CD called Come See About Me. Now, this track, I had the idea of originally. I woke up one morning and had the idea for this track because I'd spoken to Big Daddy Wilson about, he's got an amazing, soulful vocals, and I wanted to use them on a track featuring him. Had the idea for a song. And woke up, spoke to my wife Marion about it. Marion, come over here and say hello. No, she's not going to do it now. And asked her to structure the song, or to put the chords out for me. And this is what she came up with. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get this to work. Wonderful, here we go. This is what's okay, so she put some chords together, got the structure together. It was pretty much clear the direction we wanted to go in. And then I had to decide, right, who did I want to do what? So what I first did was I sent that track off to our friend Andre Werky, up in the north of Germany, to put some drums over it, which is what he did. And this is the drums track. Have a listen to this. Now you have to remember, Werky only had a mobile phone, so he recorded the drums track in one take. I don't know if it was the first take, but it was one take on his mobile phone, and he sent that back to me, and that's what I got. And then I thought, well, I'll send it now off to a friend of ours, Victor Puertas, who lives in Barcelona in Spain. Now, if you don't know Victor, check him out. He's a great guy, a multi-instrumentalist, harmonica, piano, organ, guitar, bass, pretty much everything. And I said, do you want to put the piano over it? Now, what we did was we had Marion, and Marion was then deleted, and I asked Victor to play over it, and he changed a couple of little chords, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Everyone does their own little thing, and this is what he sent back. This is the piano track. Okay, sent it back to me, and I thought, okay, great. I've now got the drums, I've got the piano, and I was thinking of getting a bass on it. And Victor said, well, hang on, I play the yuka bass as well. By the way, here's my friend, my Japanese whiskey that got me through the 6 weeks it took me to produce this record. And he said, I play the euchre bass. I'd like to put the euchre bass on there. It's a tiny little thing. I said, yeah, well, go for it. Send me the track. And this was the bass track. Okay, so I now had Marion had been deleted, Victor had played the piano, Victor had also played the euchre bass, and Verki had played the drums. So I put it all together and it sounds like this now. And then I had a chat with Wilson about the vocals and the idea, and he immediately knew what he wanted to do, and recorded his vocals and sent them back to me, and this is what he came up with. Yeah, we're over here.
Many days, so many nights, I just sit here.
He has an amazing, soulful, big voice. He sent the track to me completely dry, which was great, so I could work with it. And this is what it sounded like when I put it together with the backing track. Here we go.
So many days, so many nights, I just sit here.
Okay, you can hear where we're going. And then I thought, okay, I would like to have some backing vocals on there. And so Wilson gave me some backing vocals himself, so lots of Wilsons in the background. And this is what he delivered. Now have a listen to this.
Come see about me, waiting and waiting, waiting and waiting.
And now?
My love to come.
I loved it when I heard that. And so I knew that I had a male background vocal set. But then I wanted to have a female vocal background. And I spoke to our friend Veronica Spiaggia from Milan in northern Italy. An incredible vocalist. If you don't know Max and Veronica, they're a duo. Check Veronica out. She is breathtaking at what she does. Has the most beautiful timbre in her voice. I asked her to do some backing vocals as well. She had this great idea. I had a little bit of prodding and she came up with this idea of just sort of doing sort of a 50s background vocals. And this is what she came up with. She harmonized to herself. There were 2 tracks. Okay. And here's the other track. Wait. I'm going to go back and forth. Here we go. Right, so I stuck her together, together with Wilson in the background, and we had this. Here we go.
And waiting for my love to come.
Here we go.
I don't need nothing, no slick smooth talk. All I need is your love and all. I need somebody.
It was taking shape beautifully. I wasn't sure whether I wanted a guitar over there, so I spoke to Kai Strauss and had him ready and waiting. But in the meantime, I sent the track off to our good friend Tommy Schneller, who had spoken to Gary Winters and Big J Viking about doing a horn section. Now, if you don't know Gary Winters, please check him out. He's worked with absolutely everybody under the sun. Most unbelievable musician, and he wrote some horns, put it all together. We've got flugelhorn, we've got a couple of trumpets, a couple of saxophones, baritone sax, and it sounds like this. Let me just play you one of the instruments. I believe this is the horn, I'm not sure. Let's have a listen. Oh. Yeah. Okay, you can't really, you know, what's that meant to be? I put it together with all of the other instruments, and here we go. put together by Gary, played by Gary, Jay and Tommy. And so I put it all together and mixed it all up. And then I had two possible solos. I had a saxophone solo, and I've played by Tommy, and I had a trumpet solo played by Mr. Gary Winters himself. Now, as it turned out, I decided I reduced a little bit of the background vocals and had it work up, and the more background vocals at the end, cut a few things out, moved a few things around a little bit, and decided on the saxophone solo. But as an exclusive for you now, I am going to play you, and it takes about 35 seconds, I am going to play you the trumpet solo, which didn't make it onto the record. Here we go. Here comes the trumpet. Mute. Cool stuff. Gary. Okay, so I had a trumpet solo and I had a saxophone solo, and I had to decide what I wanted to go for. And as I put the whole thing together and produced the whole thing, 25 tracks, I had to take, at the end of the day, I had to take a decision, and I went for the saxophone solo. Cut out a few things, moved a few things around, mixed it up, sent it off to my good friend Abby Linden, who did another little polish on the mix and mastered it. And what you got, ladies and gentlemen, in the end was this.
So many days, so many nights, I just sit here.
Okay, you can listen to the whole track as it is finished on the record. That is the song Come See About Me. Vocals, we had Big Daddy Wilson, and I explained to you who else is on there and what they did. It is an epic undertaking. The musicians were amazing. They all mucked in, and 32 musicians did something on this double album here. So, if you wish to grab a copy before they're all gone, please contact me at rogerwade@postdio.de, or contact Bear Family Direct. Pick up a copy. 25 amazing tracks from pre-war country blues, post-war classic Chicago, boogie woogie piano, this type of stuff, Motown-y, soul-y stuff, a bit of funky stuff, a bit more rocky, rock and roll. It would be great if you could pick up a copy, so let me know. I hope you enjoyed having a little bit of a look about what happened in the background. 25 songs that I put together on there. It was a lot of work. It was epic. I'm extremely proud of what we came up with. Please pick up a copy. Main thing is stay safe as we enter into the later months of the year. Get through the winter. We hope to see you sometime when these musicians on here can get back to gigging. It's very, very tough. Please support the musicians where you can. Buy their records. Buy this record. Contact them. Go to their website. It's very, very tough times for these guys at the moment. Okay. Here's the saxophone solo. I wish you all the very best, guys. Take care. See you sometime down the road.